This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Today it's one of those topics that I feel like, I feel jittery about. So you're saying, if you see these signs, stop dating him immediately. Why did you have to use immediately?
Because of how long we take to respond to red flags.
We do. We're like, no, it's pink. No, actually.
When you have already developed a liking,
yeah,
it takes you only a moment of conversation to like a person.
yes,
And if you notice they like you back, oh my.
it's destiny. The red flags now seem to have a shade of green.
You know, they look workable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they don't look threatening enough.
Yeah.
And things that I hope you know in the medical world that the most dangerous diseases are the ones that work without pain.
Yes.
If they can only discover the cancer when it has damaged you without any pain,
Yeah.
that's the worst scenario.
Yeah.
It would be better if it was painful early.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a disease spreads without pain, it can consume you.
Yeah.
If a bad relationship spreads into your life without pain, it can kill you.
Yeah.
If a wrong relationship sucks you in with only sweetness and excitement, it can ruin your life.
How would that be possible?
You like each other, you talk so much, you laugh, there's so much energy, vibe, romance, dreaming. And yet, just behind that person, there's a flaring, huge red flags,
Okay.
which you are careful not to focus on. Do you want to mention them? Particularly the ones women enjoy to overlook.
Okay. Sawa.
The first one is, if he has a child and he's still sleeping around, still open to sex. Now, getting a child normally, in the absence of these extreme things like rape or something like that, is just a curriculum vitae. CV. That they have lived that life,
Yes.
been sexually active, and they have a fruit for it.
Yes.
Yes, there are people who have done it, they don't have a child, but we are starting from the standpoint. When people tell you they have a child, what are they saying? I have been sexually active.
Active.
Now, I have a fruit for it.
Yeah.
And as you converse, they start leading you towards sex as well. One lady showed me the conversation where the guy was listing requirements before he can marry her. That can't marry you blindly. I don't want to look like I'm a sex mania. I want first of all to experience so that you don't think we must live together first. If this is not, number two, you keep refusing to spend at my place. If you are going to my wife, don't be obedient.
Let me laugh.
So this lady,
That's his sales pitch. That's it.
they'd reach, I think they're men who can lead you on for a year without maybe sleeping with other people out there. While obeying your waiting until marriage thing.
Yeah.
And then you have overlooked. He already has a child and he has not changed from that lifestyle. You think you're being understanding. Many people think by evaluating people they're being judgmental. They never think about that when they're choosing a dress. Why were you so judgmental towards dress sellers? When you were buying a dress, you kept refusing dresses that are going on.
Yeah.
Who do you think will buy from them? Why are you discriminating? Why can't you just promote? You never think like that.
Yeah.
When you're choosing other things in your life. I don't know why we bring that thought when we're choosing the outfit of marriage would like. It's just an outfit actually, a more serious one, because you're getting in and it will carry you. The reason we are careful with our cars is because it can kill us, You don't drive a car that cannot stop, the brakes are not working, and you are inside. If this thing can't stop and I'm inside,
Yeah.
I'm finished.
Yeah.
So don't tell me I'm judgmental and I don't buy your car, it's not brakes. No, my life.
Yeah.
The same way with marriage. You're getting in. Don't crash you.
It's true. It can destroy
My
you.
friend, this house can cave in and kill me. This is my life.
Yeah.
So please just be practical when it comes to choosing partners. Stop using the word like judging. You're just evaluating what works for you. What doesn't work, you put down, you move on.
Okay.
God said for women that the man shall rule over you, but please choose your ruler. At least he was fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Choose.
True.
So, and I was asking this lady, why are you complaining when he's just expressing who he has been all along? You have just been blinking, looking away at it. Some women have been lonely in dating until when anybody shows up in the shop, they want to maintain that person by all means. If your dating has become a desert, move, migrate, okay?
Oh, what do you mean? Like physically?
No, I mean energetically. Wherever you have been, it's been a desert. Nobody talks to me. They don't seem to notice me. I don't know what's happening with me. Oh, for the last 3 years now, nothing serious. Nobody, no.
Yeah. What causes that though?
Energetic dryness. You're the one who's dry. You're the one who's unskilled.
Me dry?
Yes.
No.
You always have to shift how you're showing up in the world. And number 2, you always have to develop tact in an engaging man, especially online tactfulness and offline tactfulness. You can be energetic and feminine, but you're only attracting people who are not in your caliber. That's usually a sign of lack of skill. But the one who is not attracting anyone is usually energetic dryness.
Oh, I see that again. So the first one who is attracting men who are not in her caliber is a lack of tact.
She's feminine and visible.
Okay.
People are admiring, but the wrong people.
Yeah.
So she's lacking the skill to know people of your caliber, how do you get their attention? Online and offline, places and spaces, their lifestyle, where they live, where you're likely to hook up with them, where you might hang out and meet them.
Okay.
Okay? But if it's only the motorbike guys who carry you or notice you when you get home, on those guys, and they are really dying for you. They keep noticing you so much, praising. They even make a parade to praise you, and you stand there to take it in. Oh my! That's the wrong type.
I have a story.
Yes.
When I was in campus, I bought a dress. Okay. How I ended up buying that dress was, like there are these shopkeepers. They're very supportive to one another. So you can put on a dress that doesn't actually look good, but everyone will come around you and say, "Oh, madam, you look so nice. Wow, that one is for you." But now the dress was too short. So when I got home, I wore the dress just to see how it feels, and I went to the shop. And the guy who approached me was smelling like weed. I never wore that dress again. I was like, it's the dress. It's the dress.
So you were able to connect quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when a person has a child, there are rules of checking whether they have reformed.
Okay.
First of all, when you become a dad, there's a change of conduct you must have because somebody is watching now.
Yeah.
There's another person who's learning from you. But many people don't wake up. They don't take the responsibility of being the role model. Yeah. Even when you're dating a woman who has a child, we said the requirement is they must have reformed that life in which they got the child. If they have not reformed, more children are coming.
Where?
And what do women do? They start dating with him and sleeping with him when he has already shown you where he's headed.
Yeah.
And it usually doesn't take long for the fruits to come. They usually come, we're only 2 years into, realize he's sleeping with the other one, going back with the ex. And I ask one straight common sense question. So you wanted a person who has the capacity to be loyal, self-controlled, can delay gratification sexually, can say no to temptation. You wanted a man who can be faithful behind your back. You wanted a man who can manage his own feelings. What did you do to check whether he has any of that? Any?
I serviced him so that he doesn't have to outsource.
Yeah. Now, because you could not service him when he was in Garissa. That's all. Again, his service, he likes it when he has multiple women, and you are unfortunately the only one.
There's a song Whitney Houston sang. It says, "I'm every woman. She's all." I'm all of them.
That is the wrong direction to try. Please get a person who doesn't need all of them. Get a person who only needs you. So it's a self-contradiction as a woman to say you wanted a man who can behave sexually and you did not check that behavior.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is a high standard because a lot of, previously it looked like it was just free roaming. Men were just free roaming. That they had the freedom to roam all over.
Yeah.
And it was, polygamy, this. If you want monogamy and faithfulness and a marriage that matches the lifestyle you want, you must ask for it during negotiation. Remember, it's only during negotiation. You can only negotiate before you pay. Once you commit, once you are in, there's no place for negotiation.
Yeah.
People, how do I deal with this man who does not respect the gods out there? How do I deal? Should have negotiated before. Women like that question. How do I deal? Eh?
How do I deal? We want to deal. Teach us how to deal. Teach us how to change them.
You know.
Do you think if you started a podcast of teaching women how to change men, do you think it would sell?
Yeah, but after 30 minutes, they realize this is clickbaiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no such thing.
Yeah.
You can only change men in advance. You behave in such a way that this kind of men can come in. And those who come in must also behave. Because it's possible for good men to also misbehave if they let down their guard.
Yeah.
The only way you can make people behave, and they are sure about that, is when they know there's some things you can't take.
Yeah.
All right? And we are saying the first thing is when he has a child, he's still sexually active. He has not reformed. Many more children are coming. All right? Remember, you can look at him and say, he looks like he can control himself. Things, addictions, and sexual things like alcohol, things like sleeping with women, you may pay money to get it. You may be able to afford. But the problem is, I think it was Lao Tzu who said, there are some things that you think you're buying them, yet you are selling yourself to them.
Oh, wow.
You can pay money to get that bottle of alcohol.
Yes.
But actually you're selling yourself to the
Yes.
alcohol. When it comes to women and sex, it is so overwhelming that a man who once sold himself to them, he can't just wake up and walk out.
Oh, my.
Takes a complete battle, total fight against his own self, and that's a very fierce battle.
It is.
Many men will never fight it, never win it. They're not even intending. And they show you clearly. They're right there, I must live with you.
They do.
They even do it arrogantly.
They don't lie. Yeah, it's true. They don't lie.
You know.
In their defense,
Yes.
they don't lie.
They're straightforward to
yeah.
choose.
Yeah.
It's women who's confused, thinking they can convince them down the line
Yes. Yes.
that this lifestyle is the other way.
Yeah.
If you do not see a man who has fought his sexual urges and won, you are at risk. Never marry that person. You cannot count how many vices, whether pornography, masturbation, whether it is anything that has a skirt. When a man is sexually hungry, even a house help is enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Men have slept with women whose face they don't know. Judah is being surprised that you made somebody pregnant. That's actually your daughter-in-law. Did you look at the face? No, I was not concentrating on the face. Sorry. No.
Yeah.
If you don't get a man who has conquered that battle,
Yeah.
you won't be safe when the cousin is around, when that
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You think, no, this is a relative.
even your stepdaughter, my friend, your daughter who is not his child.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's sometimes I say, remember that word. It's not, he is not deciding, he is addicted.
Okay.
Many of these men, when I'm seated there, you may think I'm okay. Until you find, if I have an addiction to sex, you can't trust me there at all.
Yeah.
Until I fight and overcome, and many people are not fighting, so there's no chance of overcoming.
Yeah.
How many times has that alcoholic uncle kept saying, don't worry, I'm stopping this, the last one, just...
All the time.
You find them there again.
Yeah.
And you give up.
Yeah.
You just realize this is a life they have really sold out themselves.
Yeah.
That is the first red flag. Once you discover it, you started talking, you are ready to understand maybe that they have a child and they're no longer messing around with the baby mama, or they have accepted responsibility and you think it has matured them. You thought they have become a dad now. You thought they're very considerate. They pay attention to the daughter. They show up responsibly. You thought they have a composed life and you decided to listen.
Yeah.
Only down the line for them to also now want to sleep with you.
Yeah.
They have not reformed.
Yeah.
And they may justify it with many words. Just remember they talked that way. to the baby mama.
Yeah.
And you could be just in the next line of baby mamas.
Yeah.
Or they could marry you and continue.
Yeah.
You'll be discovering babies like this. Shock on you. Forget HIV now, babies. Shock on you.
Yeah.
You say something.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, sometimes I think forget babies, HIV.
You know.
Because we sometimes are so afraid of the baby.
Pregnancy more than.
But actually finding yourself with such a disease,
Yes.
first it's embarrassing.
Yes.
Let's start there.
Yes, it is.
And then it's actually a risk to your health. We
Yes.
don't take that seriously enough.
And many people have been struggling to take 1 week drugs.
Yeah.
The doctor gives you, you never finish the drugs. When you feel better, you stop them.
Yeah. What do you mean? Sorry?
You see, STIs that are incurable, you have to live on drugs.
Yes.
And naturally,
Oh,
drugs are a
yes.
punishment for you.
Yes. 1 week is too long. Now I have to take it for life.
Yes.
It's actually quite serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the truth. We underestimate things
Yeah.
that we can't stand the consequences.
Yeah.
Why? Because society made you think this is okay, this is normal,
Yeah.
sex is no big deal. My friend, wait until you are caught.
Yeah.
You realize it is actually a big deal.
Yeah.
The second thing is a man who thinks leadership means dominance, who wants to order you around and see whether you will cooperate to the ordering, to see whether now you are submissive, whether you are leadable, whether you can be led.
Yeah.
And those who outline dictatorial decrees. And that's the idea of taking leadership.
Yes.
This may seem like a small thing, but I tell you the truth. A lot of men cannot persuade, cannot convince, don't have a vision that you can buy into.
Yeah.
When you try to listen to them, they just want to order around. First of all, they are not teachable themselves. You cannot exchange normally. And when you cannot be corrected, I heard this scientific research that when the ear is damaged, you lose your balance.
Yes. Yes.
Other people didn't think that ears affect your balance.
Yes.
They really affect your balance.
Yeah.
And they were saying that's a metaphor for life. When you are hearing, when you are listening, when your teachability is damaged, you lose your balance.
Yes.
You lose your balance in life.
Yeah.
You cannot be steady when you cannot be corrected and shown the way. It takes a lot of ego, humility to admit that that's a better idea than what I had. But let me tell you the truth, over time it becomes automatic. When you're with a person you trust, it's like you share brains.
Yeah, true.
This one thinks, I go with what you thought, you had the time to look at it, you are closer on the ground, let's
Yeah.
go with that.
Yeah.
I'm on close on this other side, these are the photos, what do you think? I think let's go with that.
Yeah.
With openness and no defensiveness, and you've managed your ego, leadership is just natural. In fact, you may be the head of that family, but there is another head there that is better in many other things than you. There are many other things that I am not the better one. Sometimes a leader provides space for the better person to perform.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yes.
Sometimes a leader provides space for the better person to perform.
Yes.
That's a whole show on itself, especially in an environment of work.
Yes. Where people think the leader should be the best in everything. No.
Yeah.
Bob Coleman was more quiet than he was dictatorial. One of the best leaders we ever had.
Yeah.
You could feel his presence, but you don't hear him talking too much.
Yes.
Because he's letting everybody feel free to perform.
Yeah.
Just outline policies, what we expect.
Yeah.
Inspire them, finance them, let them go.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I took over leadership of my school as a school president, I still wanted to perform, and my life depended on that grade. My teacher told me, if you carry this school on your back, you will fail personally. Your back will break.
Wow.
You go back a failure. I've had captains here who would fail because they carry the school on their back. You have prefects. Let this team perform. Give them freedom so that you are only providing oversight, a general direction.
Wow.
And you are more like a referral when a case is difficult.
Yes.
Empower them and go study.
Yes.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
So I'm not only the one trying to get people back to class or managing everything.
Yeah.
The prefect on duty, if they have a difficulty, they know where to find it. So I'm always reading. I come take the brief, weekly brief, and give the principal brief. Whether you have your ears you're reachable to your leaders and even but they're not seeing you everywhere, trying to load it over everyone. When they see things running, they realize this leader is very secure.
Wow.
That's the job of a husband.
Yes.
To be secure, to let those who are better to perform.
Yeah.
To let your wife where she's better. And does not mean you're passive. You have a vision. You have a compelling dream for where you want us to go. But you're not a micromanager silencing everybody. You know what falls directly to you. You let those other people, because the family grows.
Yeah.
Soon you have children, you have staff, you have businesses. The empire grows. It starts with the two of you,
Yeah.
but it grows.
Yeah.
If you do it right, it will become big and you can let people be. And they have the freedom. In fact, when you release people, they tend to cooperate more readily.
Let me throw in something
Yes.
in that line, but I just felt like something was off with this particular situation, and it's something I've seen severally, where there's the freedom, but also it looks like the husband is very distant, a bit detached.
Passivity is very different from freedom.
Uh-huh.
Passivity is when you're not concerned, when you're not connecting, when you're not engaged.
Yeah.
When you're a good leader, you're informed and you're inspirational. You're
Yeah.
informed about what's happening and you inspire the ones who are doing it.
Yeah.
You take feedback and you encourage them.
Yeah.
In fact, they know that you are aware of the effort they put in. You appreciate the effort. You see the sacrifice they make. You see them moving on the ground. I was asking somebody the other day, our roads are so full of potholes, and the minister moves there, passes through there.
Yeah.
They suffer through that.
Yeah.
And I suggested maybe one problem is they've not learned to work with a whole national network. To just let people work without you being everywhere.
Yeah.
But they know you're in charge and you expect them to perform.
Yeah.
When a husband is leading right, the wife knows where we are going. The children knows what we are building. The staff knows where we are going. And they're not hands off, neither are they in your business. They expect updates from you from time to time. They expect reviews from time to time. But they give you space to exercise your creativity. So that is different from a person who is hands off.
Let's say I have a boyfriend who is hands off and he sends money, or just like, there's something he does that's good, but he's hands off. What could go wrong?
You weigh, because that is going to be now magnified to a husband who just gives money and he's not there to think together with you, to review together with you, to process the feelings together with you. So once you see one strength and another glaring weakness, you're being asked whether you want that magnified.
Okay.
We marry primarily for companionship, then other things we build together. Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing you should run away from immediately is a man who is unable to tame his family's expectation of him. Good men are usually possessed. They're grabbed onto
Yes.
by their family. We expect that anyway.
Yeah.
This is a good son, he's showing a lot of concern,
Yeah.
comes home regularly. When he starts working, he's contributing, he's showing. A good man will have a lot of people entitled to him by the time you come on the scene. He is not an island.
Yeah.
He's not an island, and he participates in his family,
Yeah.
participates with his friends,
Yeah.
participates people who are not bad.
Yeah. True.
Because he is a giver and he's a leader, he's reliable and he's resourceful. What does that leave him? That these things he has been performing for the last so many years before he came. He pays for the other one, or he shows up here, he's available here, he thinks together this one, picks calls for this, shows up for this. He has this circuit he goes on to, attending to things according to who he is before he had a family.
Yeah.
Now, when he proposes marriage, you should check whether he's able to stop those, to concentrate on his family, to tame those, to bring his energy to his family. Men don't have that consciousness. They don't know that it's an energetic division. If you're trying to spread yourself thin, you just end up burnt out and you're not even enough for your family or for anyone. If they don't know how now to tune down and concentrate, it's very uncomfortable adjustment. That's why you should check it ahead, because you're going to be made the enemy.
Yeah.
If we cannot see that now I've started my family, and when I come from work, I'll be going to my family, not to my not to my mother,
Yes.
not to my dad, or to hang out with the buddies. This time round, when I come from work, my first stop is my family. The first person to call it's my wife. That's very painful. People feel losses. They will feel it and they will complain. They will try to fight back.
Yes.
If he cannot stand firmly on boundaries, he may be a very nice person who loves you. He may have everything correct. But the fact that he's so enmeshed with his family and he has no perspective.
I like that. So he might even be somebody who defends himself. Like he says, no, I'm very balanced. He speaks well of himself. But you can see that the reality is different.
Particularly small families. Small families had to stick together to survive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's only him, the sister, and the mother.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Those small families are very dangerous, and you're likely to think they're not a big issue.
Yeah.
So that the two parents and the two siblings, and they have businesses together, they have grown together, they have really, done something.
Yeah.
And he's a reliable person in some of the dockets in every aspect of that family.
Yes.
He's the only one, head of department in IT.
Yeah. I get that.
But he needs to become who his father is to his own family now.
Yeah.
But he does not have that perspective.
Okay. I get you.
You need a man who says, guys, I'm getting married to go and start my own unit. I'll be a board member, but no longer the active chairman.
Yeah.
Because I'm being a chairman elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a chairman elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'll have this advisory. I'll participate this way. As my responsibilities as a family man change, I will adjust accordingly. Can he do that? And you see him, because they have been meeting the whole weekend with the family every time. The whole weekend. From Friday, nobody hears up from him until Monday, because their business is in a thick place and he's one of them. And he can't even pick calls, he can hardly eat.
What if he defends himself saying, even if it was a job, that would be the case?
Move on. Never come here to fight for your relevance.
Oh, okay.
You will lose that battle.
True.
You need a person who sees, I need to create space for us, and I prepared this guy this weekend, I'm not coming. I know there will be chaos, because they are not used to not having me. But they really have to get used. Don't worry about them. They may call 72 times. But what I'm building is my future.
Yeah.
I've done enough of that. And they're going to adapt. I showed there's a worker I have trained. That worker can help.
Yeah.
Let them continue. One day, our empire will be like that one. If a man can think that he's ready now to adapt. Remember, all generous men have a lot of people to give. They've been giving. People expect. They've been expecting. You like him because he's understanding. He has been understanding a lot of people, and they keep bringing stories to him.
Yes.
Whatever he is good at,
Yeah.
other people like it.
Yeah.
There will be conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Is he also decisive to draw boundary and say, now it's time for my family. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, a lot to learn, a lot to think about. Thank you so much for that. Let me go to one review that I got for Mastery. Somebody is saying, I just got myself a copy of the Mastery book. I'm a researcher and currently pursuing my PhD. I hope to be a voice to reckon with in my lifetime.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah?
If you read that book, you can't help but become a voice to reckon with.
Yeah.
Because it is helping you become the best of yourself in all aspects.
Yeah, that's already someone who's pursuing a PhD.
Yes.
But they're yearning. What are they looking for?
The more you read, the more you know how much you don't know.
Yes, that's true.
The more you study, the more you read, there's so much I don't know.
Yeah.
So knowledge creates a yearning for more knowledge. Only when you're empty of knowledge that you ignore it. I don't listen to anybody's advice. Nobody can advise in my life. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Empty mind.
Yeah.
The moment you read anything, you realize how much you did not know before you read this.
Yeah.
And you feel anxious.
Yeah.
Could you also be doing other things blindly without the knowledge?
Yeah.
Could there be a book that if you read it, it will open your mind? This is to say, I'm glad that the person has grabbed that book, because a lot of times we know we need to know, but we don't know where to find the knowledge.
Yeah.
This is the book that fills that gap. That person just feels the restlessness to be better.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a wonderful book. It even looks nice. So please get it. And also book your tickets for the February 10th conference. If you're married and you still want to come for that singles conference, we can sneak you in. I can sneak you in behind Benjamin's.
No, really don't sneak people's husbands. And
No, not us, not like that. You are burning. Anyway. Okay, back to the singles. If you're single, please sign up for the February 10th conference. It's on a Saturday, so it's a free day. It's a weekend from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Lunch and beverages provided. Very entertaining, lots of laughter, lots of learning. Benjamin usually tells us some secrets about himself in those conferences that he never shares on the show, by the way. So I'm looking forward to see you there. BenjaminZuluGlobal.com is the website where you'll be able to get either your virtual ticket or your physical ticket or any of these books. Benjamin has 5 books, right? 1, 2,
Yes.
3. Yeah, there are 5. And he also has podcast articles, all the videos on the website. It's a one-stop shop. You can also book him for a session if you want to see him personally right there on the website. Anything? One last thing?
Yes, to say, I can't wait for us to meet and stop dating from corners. You know, we have been disappearing to the jungle. We drag a human being, then we bring them to our life. We are trying to convert them and clean them up.
Yeah.
Many people marry in isolation because that's the time you've gotten a job very far away from your community.
Yes.
The people who know you could have helped you.
Yes.
That's the time you're trying to settle into a new season of life.
Yeah.
And then you're also supposed to pick a life partner.
Yeah.
You're so new in this season, you're supposed to pick a person in this new season. Those who try to answer that problem by dragging a person from very far back in their life, they also find that this person cannot fit the season you have come into. Now you have a bigger problem to manage. You chose wrong, but you promised, and you're stuck.
Yeah.
We are trying to solve that problem to help you find, now that you've found your path, how do you find that partner?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So see you guys at the conference, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life,